This video was to talk about the comments of Anthony Joshua. It seems like this has been a topic within the UK and other parts of the world. Of course, through boxing fans everywhere. Specifically, talks about the importance of shopping with just black businesses. That, black people, whatever it is, should just, spend their money in black businesses. And now people in the UK are having a problem with that. Interesting. Okay. So people have a problem about something that Anthony Joshua suggested that other people have been practicing for many years. Let me run that by y'all again. People in the UK are upset about what Anthony Joshua is saying that is similar to what other groups have been doing for years. So now people in the UK are like, oh, that's racism, that's racism. I'm going to be straight up with you. So what? That's basically where racism stems from. It stems from actually being loyal to your race, to shop with your own, to do business with your own, to promote your own. And you see, when people say that, oh, he's too pro-black, whether it's Anthony Joshua or anybody, that looks like him or me or whatever. When people say that they're pro-black, it seems like certain people have an issue with that. But when people are so-called pro-white, that's okay. That's not how this thing goes. You see, when other groups of people practice economics, group economics, when Jewish people have their own community and do everything, business, leisure, whatever, commerce, any type of thing within their own community, they're working within their community. Does anybody say that's racism? No. Chinese people do it. They have Chinatowns. Is that called racism? No. But the instant that even one of us even suggested for our own people, there's a problem. They call it racism when we do it. But when we call out the racism there, y'all seem to say, no. That's not it. Now, I could go into technicalities and all that type of stuff if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that in this case. What I'm talking about is economics. And when we're talking about economics, we have to support our own. And I talked about this with a former boxer, former world champion, Nate the Galaxy Warrior Campbell. We talked about doing business with our own. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Everybody else does it, but us. But with this thing here, with what Anthony Joshua said, y'all have a problem with it because y'all don't want us to spend our money with our own because it's not going into your pockets. That's what it's about. I don't care if it's the UK, the US, or anywhere else. Talk about powernomics. Some people know what that means. But in that particular book, and in other books as well, they say that we spend 98% of our money outside of our community or outside of our own. They talk about the recycling of the dollar within communities, how the dollar bounces from one person or business that's of the same until it leaves the community. That for whites, it bounces about 8 or 9 times. For Asians, it's about 12, 13 times. For Jews, it's about 15 times. But for black people, it doesn't really bounce once. Not once. But with what Anthony Joshua was saying about shopping black, y'all have a problem with it. Because y'all know, if we even did anything close to 50% of shopping within our own, y'all would have real problems. Y'all would have real problems. And that's what stems from it. Y'all don't want to lose that. Y'all want to lose that money. That's what the problem is. Y'all don't want to lose it. Because I promote supporting black businesses. Because why would I, try to see about taking the dollar elsewhere if I could find a black business to do it, to get what I need? But you see, if that $3 trillion annual spending power, so to speak, went back towards us, our status would rise and everybody else's status would go down. And that is what the problem is. That's what y'all's problem is. So when it comes to Anthony Joshua, it's funny how the UK is like, oh, Anthony Joshua, when he was winning titles, when he was defeating Latimer Klitschko, when he defeated John Ruiz in the rematch, when he spoke in front of the royal family or whatever it was, not that long ago. But when he talks about economics for our own people, for our people, y'all have a problem with it. When y'all do it, do y'all take issue? Y'all say, oh, you know what? We shouldn't be spending all of our money within our own. Let's see if we can spend some of it with. Do y'all do that? Interesting. Answer that question. And if you don't want to answer that question, that's fine. But the fact of the matter is that what he said makes folks there in the UK scared. If we said it the same thing in the US, people would have that same reaction. That is what I'm talking about. That's all I got. I'm out.